Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Denergy and welcome to another episode of The Flower Shop. Last time, our girlfriend broke up with us because our character is a jerk, and now our father is gonna make us stay in our uncle's house, which is a farm, very far away from town, so we can learn some discipline in there. So let's get to it. The atmosphere in the car is icy at best. The AC is at full blast to combat the California sun, but that's not the cause of the chilly silence. Worried that I might try something funny, my father has insisted on personally delivering me to my uncle's farm. It's been a while since we were so close to each other. Weird, considering we live in the same house. I gaze out the window, boredly flicking at the lock of my door. Stop that. Why? He glares at the road, but he doesn't respond. I let out a long sigh and turn my head towards him. So? Alright, so now we get to ask him a few questions. Alright, so does Uncle Sam live alone? Where is this farm anyway? What does he grow on his farm? And stop talking. Alright. Does Uncle Sam live alone? More like, are there any cute girls on the farm?
Why do you want to know?
I just do.
He used to have a farm hands who lived on the farm with her. But lately, things have been really hard on him. I don't think he can afford help anymore.
I see. Where's this farm anyway?
Your uncle Sam owns a farm in the northern part of Central Valley. It's part of a small community called Fairbrook.
What does he grow on his farm? Sure, would be nice if you owned a vineyard. Maybe we'll get to try some wine.
It depends on the time of the year, but I know he grows carrots, cabbage, and peppers at least.
Damn, just a bunch of vegetables? What a bust. Yeah, it would be nice if he could grow some weed at least. Alright. What's in Fairbrook?
It's been a while since I've been there, but there are some stores and a nice library.
Great! A library! How thrilling! So this guy isn't exactly the book type guy.
It'll be good a chance for you to get out of the house instead of sitting around all day online.
Man, that kinda describes me though. Yeah, whatever. How have things been hard on him?
Over the past few years, mega farms with advanced technology have been providing cheaper produce. He still uses some very traditional farming techniques, and he can't really keep up with the demand.
I see now. That happens pretty often in real life though. Alright, what's in front of me? What am I going to do there? Alright. What am I going to do at this place anyway?
I'm sure you'll find something to occupy your time.
Like going to the library? Sounds fantastic. It's in Fairbrook, what's in this farm anyway? How things may harm them. I think I already asked everything, so let's go. Stop talking. Sigh. I don't feel like talking anymore. I stare out the window, watching as the spaces between the tall buildings grows larger and larger. Hours pass, but it all seems like a faint blur. I think I was asleep for most of it. I don't think I could have handled being conscious and in the same car as my father for that long anyway. Looking out the window, I see an expanse of orchards extending in all directions. Hours ago, we were zipping along a 7-lane freeway. Now the car rumbles slowly along a packed dirt road. Around the bend, a large but quaint house comes into view. The car slows to a stop.
Here we are.
This is it?
This is it.
The front door of the house opens and an elderly man with a cat draped over his shoulders ambles out. He approaches the side of the car and my father rolls the windows down. A blast of warm air rushes into the car. Sam?
Michael. Well, here he is.
I unbuckle my seatbelt slowly and roll out of the car with a groan. I stretch my arms to the sky and sigh. It feels good to move after sitting still for so long. I open the back door and drag my overstuffed luggage from the back seat.
How are you doing these days, Sam?
No better and no worse than when we spoke on the phone. There's a phone here? I'll be able to call Jill after all.
Don't interrupt.
Yeah. So where's my room anyway?
It's on the top floor. First door on the left.
Great. As I drag my suitcase along the dirt path to the house, I can hear my father and uncle chatting.
Thanks for the assist, Michael. I don't know how we'd be able to make it this summer without a farmhand. No problem. Be sure to work him hard.
Wait, a farmhand? I drop my luggage and race back towards the car. Wait a minute! You never said I was going to be doing work here. My father's eyes meet me with a bit of disdain before turning the key in the ignition.
Have a good summer, Steven.
He rolls up his windows and drives away. What is this? My uncle turns to me, looking less than pleased with my outburst.
Steven?
Steve! My name is Steve.
So that's why Michael is so eager to send you here.
What are you talking about?
That brother of mine has raised a ninny in his own image.
You think he's a ninny? I'm not like him. I attempt to hold back a snicker. You think he's a ninny? I mean, he always says that I'm a useless moron, but...
It's more like the two of you are both explosively stubborn.
I'm not... Huh? I guess I can see where you're coming from. He chuckles a little bit before turning back to the house. Oh, so we're on good terms with him.
You should go to sleep now. I am sure you've had a long day.
I glance up at the sky. Isn't it still evening?
You'll be happier for the rest, especially in the morning.
What's in the morning?
You'll see.
That sounds ominous. The cat wrapped around Uncle's shoulders unwinds itself, leaping gracefully to the ground. It prances past me and sniffs at my suitcase, nose twitching curiously. What do you want?
Orpheus is just getting to know you.
The cat meows at me and disappears into the bushes.
You should be kind to her. She can get pretty vicious if you're not careful.
Sure. Cats really aren't my thing anyway. And why on earth would you name a girl cat Orpheus anyway? I turn and drag my suitcase unceremoniously up the steps to the house and up to the second floor. I drop the suitcase on the ground and flop onto the bed. Ow! The mattress isn't nearly as soft as I imagined it would have been. It feels more like a rug wrapped in a bed sheet. Damn! And it smells weird too. Damn. I roll over and stare at the ceiling, The rough wooden beams are nothing like the spackled plaster of my ceiling back home. This place is going to take some getting used to. What the? Where am I? I open my eyes and look around the room slowly, taking in my surroundings. The mattress under me feels pretty lumpy, and the scent of the room is like all the wood mixed with... I don't even know. Oh yeah, that's right. Pops sent me out here to spend the summer being Uncle's farmhand. Ha! Like that'll ever happen. I roll over, trying to get comfortable. Before I can drift off to sleep, I hear the heavy sound of footsteps on the staircase.
Time to wake up, Steve.
Go. What? What time is it?
It's already past 6 o'clock. It's time to start the day.
You've gotta be kidding me. Even in college, my earliest class started at 8:30. Yeah, maybe some other time. Uncle strides over to the curtains and throws them open wide. The bright sunlight pours into the tiny bedroom. Ah, man, you need to learn some discipline, boy. I pull the thin bed sheets over my head in a feeble attempt to escape the piercing light.
If you don't wake up, then you can't have breakfast.
Man. Alright. You got it. Alright, you win. You win, Uncle. You win. My stomach gurgles quietly as if to remind me that I haven't eaten anything since yesterday afternoon. Okay, you win. I'm coming. What's for breakfast anyway?
I was planning on frying some eggs. Maybe some fresh bacon.
Bacon? Now that I can get behind. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I bound out of the bed and stretch. My back is incredibly sore. So, when do we eat?
As soon as you go outside and split some firewood.
What?
No firewood, no fire. No fire, no cooking. Now get to it.
Get to it?
There's an X on the shed. Don't forget to return it when you're done.
He turns and walks down the stairs. Each step makes a heavy thud on these wooden steps. You can't do this to me. This is extortion. Uncle's voice echoes from up the stairwell.
It's called earning your keep.
Whatever. I briefly contemplate just going back to bed, but another rumble from my stomach reminds me that I have plenty of incentive to get moving. Maybe he'll get to learn some discipline after all. Yeah. Why do I have to do any of this? I've been slowly chipping away at this log for what seems like an eternity. The axe head is wedged deep into the wood, and no matter how many times I pound it against the ground, nothing happens. Ugh. This always looks so easy on TV, but all I have right now is a disfigured lump of wood stuck to an axe. I toss the axe to the ground in disgust. I'm done with this. I march into the house. Hey, Uncle, I'm done. I punch the door to the kitchen and wince as the door connects with my scabs from punching the tree yesterday. The door swings open wildly, and I'm greeted by the heavenly aroma of bacon frying. What the? Uncle looks up at me, and I can see a hint of a smile playing around his lips.
Given up already?
Yeah, but what? I glance around the kitchen. It looks like breakfast is almost ready. I thought you needed me to chop wood to make breakfast.
Don't be silly. I use a gas stove, like most people around here. Just because you're on a farm doesn't mean you have been sent back to the Stone Age.
So all of that was for nothing then?
It wasn't for nothing. It builds character. Did you remember to put the axe away?
With a grumble, I turn around and shuffle outside. Yeah, dude, hopefully you get to learn something. Ah! Man, this guy disgusts me. He's a total jerk. But hopefully this summer trip changes him. I kick at the dirt and grab the axe. swinging it wildly around in an attempt to shake off the log and beat it on its head. The log flies off and lands in a thud in the dirt nearby. I drag the axe to the shed and toss it unceremoniously onto a pile of tools. They clatter and fall to the ground, but I don't care. Damn. There, I put it away. Do I get to eat now? Uncle puts down a plate loaded with scrambled eggs and freshly fried bacon on the table.
You don't think I would make my own nephew starve, do you?
Yeah, well, no. I sit down at the table and dig in. The food is actually really good, but I don't want to let him know that.
Eat up. You'll need the strength.
Oh no, you're not going to make me do any more pointless work, old man.
None of this work is pointless, Steve.
Well, I beg to differ.
For the rest of the day, you'll be weeding and clearing out the old plot of land by the barn.
Ask about the plot of land or refuse to do it. I don't want to play the jerk here, so let's just ask about the plot of land. You mean that pile of weeds and vines?
That's the one.
Why is it such a mess?
It used to belong to the farmhands. Anything they grew there was their own. But since I haven't had help lately, it's been overgrown. That land belongs to you now, Steve.
Alright. Oh joy, my very own garden.
The ability to bring food out of the earth is a special skill. Don't treat it so disrespectfully.
Yeah, dude. To get the eggs and bacon you're eating right now, the pigs and the chickens that gave it to you had to eat something, don't you think? And that food comes from the earth. So yeah, try to have more respect for it. I'll keep that in mind. Good! So you actually accept advices now. Finally. See, we're starting to change already. I can see the changes. I shove another piece of bacon into my mouth. Uncle sighs a bit, as if he's not sure what to do with me. Finally, Uncle stands with a bit of effort and says,
Fine. You need incentive? Once you clear out all the weeds, you can use the truck whenever you want.
So what?
So you can go into town then.
Oh yeah? What's in town?
Some young ladies who I'm sure would love to make a new friend.
Oh dude, I'm not making friends out of those young ladies. No way. I'm only gonna make... I'm only gonna make, I don't know, couples or, I don't know, girlfriends, something, dude. I'm single now. My girlfriend broke up with me, so I can make a new girlfriend now. Chicks? Yeah. Hang on. This isn't some sort of trick, is it?
A trick?
They're not like 10-year-olds or something, right?
Most of them are right around your age.
Are you sure? I hear that old people sort of lump everyone younger than them into one group. Well, it's kind of true though, because grandfathers or old mans usually see everyone younger than them, like one single group, you know, just like this guy says. Even though he's a jerk, I kind of agree with him right now. Right? Uncle raises an eyebrow at me.
If you don't want to get out once in a while, you're welcome to stay on the farm and do extra work.
Yeah, well, I think I'll get starting on that weeding now. I stand from the table to go outside.
Wash your plate first.
Right. Yeah, dude. So now we get to do some work. Wow. This place is even worse than I remembered it. I barely glanced at it this morning, But now that I really look at it, it looks like it seriously needs some work. But once I clear the weeds, that means I can use the truck. Whether or not there are cute chicks in town, it would at least be nice to get away from this place once in a while. Yeah, I mean... Dude, if you're going out, I'm pretty sure it'll be for chicks. I don't think there's another reason behind it. Okay. Welcome to the farm. Your first assignment is to clean as much terrain as possible from weeds. Think smart. Clean the weeds that require less time first. Otherwise, Uncle Sam will be disappointed by your work. Okay. So our goal now is to clean at least 6 slots from weeds. Alright guys, so in this part here, where I have to clean weeds and plant stuff, I actually played the demo of this game, so I kind of know that you can clean these things and grow some other things. So I won't show this on video, I'll just do it on my own and then I'll skip to the last part. So I'll see you there. Alright guys, we're back and we cleaned some weeds and stuff. I mean, we didn't reach the goal because most of the weeds were, took like 3 hours to clean up. So we ended up cleaning like 3 or 4, I don't remember. But let's continue. I've worked enough for today. Man, my back is killing me. I've been working for hours on this stupid patch of land, and it hardly looks any better than when it started. I vaguely remember Uncle bringing me some water and a sandwich for lunch, but I scarfed it down so quickly, I'm not even sure what it tasted like.
That's enough work for today, Steve. Time to come in for dinner.
I don't know what Uncle has been up to lately, but he looks a lot more energetic than me right now. He strolls amiably back to the farmhouse. Am I really being outdone by an old man? The kitchen is filled with the scent of something delicious, but I can't quite place it. What's that smell?
Fresh meat and vegetable pie.
Nice. Tasty. Really? I've had meat pie before. It never smelled so good.
Those frozen microwave pies are no match for a fresh homemade version.
I devour dinner with little room between bites for discussion. It's more delicious than I had expected, and after all the work I've done today, I'm starving. I don't think I've ever eaten so much before. Uncle doesn't seem to mind at all. He eats in silence, only stopping once in a while to throw scraps of food to Orpheus. Orpheus, in return, winds her way happily around his legs, not bothering to give me a second glance. It looks like the two of them are accustomed to each other's company. I feel like a third wheel here. Yeah. I finish shoveling dinner into my mouth and head off the kitchen, where I give my plate a quick rinse. Good enough. I'm gonna use the phone now. I left the phone off the receiver. It feels a little dusty. It seems like Uncle hardly touches this thing. I hold the phone to my ear, but I don't even hear a dial tone. Hey, Uncle, what's up with the phone?
Oh, I disconnected it.
What the? Why?
You didn't get much work done today, so you have a lot of catching up to do tomorrow. No time to be using the phone. Straight to bed.
Mother, are you grounding me? That motherfuck.
No, just stating simple fact. If you want to use the phone, do better to work tomorrow.
This is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is the miserable work you did today.
Dude, I worked hard. Alright, I don't want to play the jerk here. I'm just gonna go peacefully with him. I take a deep breath and close my eyes for a moment. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I did a bad job today. May I please use the phone?
No.
What? Why? Motherfucker, why can't I use the phone?
I appreciate the apology, Steve, but that doesn't change the fact that your work today was less than spectacular. Just work harder tomorrow.
Arg, fine. I punched the kitchen door open, wincing a bit as my raw knuckle made contact with the rough wood. Orpheus yells in surprise and leaps from Uncle's shoulders, darting into a dark corner of the kitchen. I hope you're happy now.
Go to bed.
I march up the stairs and slam the door behind me. With an angry sigh, I toss myself onto my bed. Ah. Oh, right. This bed is like a rock. I roll over, trying to get comfortable. There doesn't seem to be much hope, though. I wrap my arms around the lumpy pillow and stare at the high ceiling. I've got to get out of here. Uncle said that once I finish weeding that patch, I can use the truck. Alright, if I can just hang on long enough to get the truck, I can go anywhere I want. I can take the truck and run away from this stupid place. Where will I go? Bah, like it matters. Anywhere is better than here. I fall asleep, pleased with my escape plan. And this is a good place to leave this episode. Thank you all everybody for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. And I'll see you all again, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.